Epic pen. Please wait, guys. 1 second. Please wait. Okay, then we are starting. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And today we are going to do or start with the new lecture from Biopoint Stream the World of Bio on the topic Plant Kingdom. Okay, so we are having an NCRT highlight series. That is, we will be marking on NCRT and I will be explaining all those things. Okay, so that your NCRT will also be clear and our topics will also be covered. Okay. So today's topic is the plant kingdom, and we have different topics under this: algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperms, angiosperms, plant life cycles, and alteration of generation. All these are the different topics coming under plant kingdom. Okay, and now we are going to start with the chapter plant kingdom, the third chapter of class 11 biology. So focus. Okay, then. So the earliest attempt before this, I'm gonna say first some introduction. After that, I will move on to. So, as you know, the Five Kingdom classification was proposed by R.S. Vitaga, and according to his Five Kingdom classification, the different kingdoms coming under that is Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia, and Plantae. All these are the different kingdoms, five kingdoms of this Five Kingdom classification. Okay, and now we are gonna learn about the kingdom Plantae. Okay, okay, fine. 1 second. Okay, Dima Divakaran. Okay. So, the plant kingdom, the earliest attempt of classification of this plant kingdom was done by a scientist named icla. Okay. Oh my god. icla made attempt for the earliest classification, and he classified the plants into two. Okay, so he classified the plants into two as cryptogamy and phanerogamy. And their subdivisions, that is, the cryptogamy is subdivided into three. Please wait. Okay, can be subdivided into thallophytes, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. Okay, so these are the three classification under cryptogamy, and in the same way phanerogams can be classified, again subclassified or subdivided into two, that is the angiosperms and the gymnosperms. Angiosperms and gymnosperms. Is that clear? Okay, then. Cryptogamy and phanerogamy, angiosperms and gymnosperms, thallophytes, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. Then what is this cryptogamy and what is this phanerogamy? All those we want to know. Okay, that we will learn in the further topics. Moving on to the NCERT marking. Okay, fine. So the earliest systems of classification The earliest systems of classification only grow superficial morphological characters such as habit, color, number, leaves, etc. So only these characteristics were considered. Number, color, habit, shape of leaves, all these are the characters that were considered in the earliest attempt of this classification. Okay, so they were mainly based on vegetative characters or on the andrecium structure. That is a system of classification given by Linnaeus. Linnaeus gave the classification on the basis of the vegetative characters or the structure or on the structure of andrecium. Okay, and all those characteristics were what artificial. Artificial characters were those proposed by Linnaeus. They separated the closely related species and they were based on few characteristics. Okay, also the artificial systems gave equal weightage to vegetative. Very important point, the artificial systems gave equal weightage to vegetative and sexual characteristic. This is not acceptable since we know that often vegetative characters are more easily affected by the environment. Against this, natural classification systems were developed, which were based on the natural affinities of the organs among the organisms and consider. Okay, not only the external features but also the internal features like ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, and phytochemistry. Such a system of classification was given by George Bentham and Hooker and Joseph Dalton Hooker. At present, phylogenetics classification systems that is the based on the common evolutionary relationship, okay, between the various organisms are acceptable. Wait. So, as I have told you, the earliest attempt of classification was done by a scientist named Eichler. So he classified plants into the plants into two, that is the cryptogamy and the phanerogamy. And this cryptogams means that cryptogamy means that non-seeded plants, non-seeded, and phanerogams are seeded. Is that clear? So non-seeded and seeded, and this cryptogamy is classified into three: thallophyte, bryophyte, and pteridophyte, and phanerogamy is classified into two: gymnosperms and angiosperms. After having a glance at the topics, we will learn all those things. Okay. And now we are going to learn some of the terms related to or the numerous branches of taxonomy. First is the cytotaxonomy, numerical taxonomy, and chemo taxonomy. Okay, and the numerical taxonomy is the first one that is based on that is now the taxonomy that is carried out now with the help of computers. Okay, that is now easily carried out using the computers. That is what the numerical taxonomy is. Help of computers, that is the bioinformatics. Mathematics is also incorporated along with that. Numerical taxonomy is also known as phonetics. Phonetics, wait, I will write phonetics. Okay, then number and codes are assigned to each characters and the data are then processed. The next is the cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy means that based on the chromosomal numbers, cell structures, all those things on based on the cytological information. Cyto means cell. Okay, cytological information like chromosomal number, structure, behavior. All these are known as what? Cytotaxonomy. Next is chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy refers to the use of chemical constituents of the plant to resolve confusion are also used by taxonomists these days. So this is what is known as the chemotaxonomy. And one more branch that is the karyotaxonomy. Please wait. Karyotaxonomy. Karyotaxonomy deals with the chromosomal number and chromosomal morphology. So, from this cytotaxonomy, the number and their morphology comes under chromosomal number and morphology comes under karyotaxonomy. Okay. Then we are moving on to the next topics. Algae. Okay. Algae. So we told that the cryptogamy, that are the non-seeded plants, they are further classified into three: thallophyte, bryophyte, and pteridophyte. So this term thallophyte is also known as what? Algae. Thallophytes are also known as algae. Thallophytes are also known as algae. So thallophytes, that is they bear a thalloid body. Thalloid body refers to what? Thalloid body. Thalloid body means that there is no differentiation into head, thorax, and abdomen. Okay, that is sorry, in case of animals is that thallus means that there is no differentiation into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, so the algae are chlorophyll bearing, simple thalloid, autotrophic, and largely aquatic, that is both freshwater and marine organisms. Okay, so algae are thallophyte, that is there is no body differentiation. Okay, there is no body differentiation, that is they have a thallus body. Okay, no body differentiation. Thallophytes are also known as what? Algae. Thallophytes are also known as algae. Thallophytes are also known as algae, and the study of algae is known as algology. Alga algology. Sorry, algology. That is a study of algae, and the father of algology, father of the study of algae, that is the Fritsch. Fritsch. I'm very sorry. Okay, fine. Father of Indian algology. Father of Indian algology is M O P Iyengar. M.O.P. Iyengar. He is considered as the father of Indian algology. Now we are moving on to the general characteristics and features of this thallophytes. They are aquatic autotrophic organism with simple body organization. They have a simple body organization. That's the first point. They are aquatic autotrophic organism with simple body organization. Second point, they can be found in freshwater. Okay, they can be found in freshwater, marine. They're marine, found in stony region, found in stony region, and can be seen along with an association. And can be seen in association. That is, these algae can be seen in association with the fungi, and that association is known as what? Lichen. So the association of algae and fungi is known as lichen, and they can be seen in association with animals. Algae can be seen in association with the animals, and that is in case of sloth bear. Okay, then next is the cell structure. They are unicellular. Cell structure, right? The heading as cell structure. General characteristic, third point heading, cell structure. Okay, first point below that, unicellular. Unicellular, that is chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. Okay, next is colonial. Colonial in case of volvox. Okay, after that it is filamentous algae. Filamentous in case of Spirogyra. Then kelps. Kelps. So these are known as the giant algae, considered as the giant. Okay, that is they are about 100 meters. They are about 100 meters, and also known as they are also known as seaweed. Seaweeds. Okay, and the Spirogyra is also known as pond silk or pond scum. Pond silk or pond scum. So this is some of the general characteristics and clearing all this. Okay. So they are aquatic autotrophic organism with simple body organization. They can be found in freshwater, marine, stony region. Association with fungus, association with animals. Then their cell structure: unicellular is chlamydomonas, colonial volvox, filament is Spirogyra, and kelp. That is the giant algae. Okay. Then fourth point: there is no vascular system. There is no vascular tissues. No vascular tissues. Fifth point: that is no xylem and phloem for conduction. Next, fifth point is the mode of reproduction. Mode of reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Okay, mode of reproduction is vegetative, asexual, and sexual. All these reproductions can be seen in talophytes. Okay, vegetative reproduction by means of fragmentation, and sexual reproduction by means of spore formation. Okay, sexual reproduction: isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Isogamous means the similar sized gamete, and isogamous means the similar gametes. Oogamous means one larger and one smaller. Okay, all these is known as isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Okay, so let's move on to the theory part. The form of algae is highly variable, ranging from colonial, they can be seen in colonies like volvox, and filamentous algae, that is the Spirogyra and Eulothrix. Okay, a few of the marine forms such as kelp, that is the giant algae, form massive plant bodies. Algae reproduce by vegetative, asexual, and sexual methods. Vegetative reproduction by means of fragmentation. Each fragment develops into a thallus. Okay. Asexual reproduction by means of spore formation. The most common spore, the most common asexual spore is the zoospore. They are flagellated. They are flagellated, biflagellated. Okay. So these zoospores are biflagellated and are motile at their biflagellated. Okay. Sexual reproduction takes place through fusion of two gametes. that is by means of isogametes. That is isogametes and isogametes and oogametes. Isogametes fusion refers to the fusion of similar shaped gametes. Similar. Okay. Similar. In case of anisogametes, there are two dissimilar gametes. Fusion of dissimilar gametes and oogametes. One gamete will be larger and the other smaller. Okay, that is isogametes. The similar shaped gametes may be motile or non-motile. They may be motile or non-motile, and motile isogamy. Okay, motile occurs in case of Eulothrix, Eulothrix, and non-motile in case of Spirogyra. Motile means biflagella. Flagella is present. Okay, and non-motile means no flagella. Then dissimilar gametes occur in case of Eudorina. Eudorina. Okay. Then this anisogamy. They occur in case of all these are there. So anisogamy occur in case of Eudorina. Oogames occur in case of Volvox, Fucus, and Polysiphonia. That's no need. Okay. So isogames that is occur in case of Urothrix and Spirogyra. Urothrix it is motile and Spirogyra it is non-flagellated and non-motile. Okay, anisogames in Eudorina and then oogames in case of Volvox. All the definitions of isogames and isogames and oogames are there in NCERT. Okay, all these are the diagrams of different structures that we have discussed now. A1. A1 shows A shows the green algae. So both this A shows the green algae and the A1 refers to Volvox and the A2 refers to Chlamydomonas. Oh, please wait. Please wait. Please wait. 1 second. A2 is Pyrogyra. Please wait. Wait. A2 it is A1 Volvox and A2 it is Eulothrix. Eulothrix. Okay. Then B1 it is Laminaria. B1 it is Laminaria. B2 it is Fucus. B2 it is Fucus. And B3 it is Dictyota. B3 it is Dictyota. Clear? Volvox, Eulothrix, Laminaria, Fucus, and Dictyota. Then here C1 refers to Porphyra, and C2 refers to Polysiphonia. Polysiphonia. Okay, that is Volvox, Eulothex, Laminaria, Fucus, and Fucus dictyota, Porphyra, and Polysiphonia. Okay, then algae are useful to man in varieties of ways. At least half of the total carbon dioxide fixation on Earth is carried out by algae through photosynthesis. Okay, mark that point. At least a half of total carbon dioxide fixation on Earth is carried out by algae through photosynthesis. Being photosynthetic, they increase the level of oxygen in the immediate environment. There are paramount importance as primary producers of energy rich compound. They are of paramount importance as primary producers of energy rich compounds, which forms the base of all the food cycles of aquatic animals. Okay, many species of Porphyra, Laminaria, and Sargassum are among the 70 species of marine algae used as food. So Porphyra, so many species of Porphyra, Laminaria, and Sargassum. All these are used as 70 species. All the among the 70 species of marine algae as food. 70 species of marine algae food. Algal food is Porphyra, Laminaria, and Sargassum. Okay, different species of them. Certain marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloid, that is the water holding substances. Marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloid, that is the water holding substance. Example, algin. Algin is the brown algae, and carrageen, that is the red algae. They are used commercially. Agar is one of the commercial product obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria. Okay, all these are algae. Gelidium and Gracilaria are all algae. Okay, they are used to grow microbes and the preparations of ice creams, jams, and jellies. All these things are used. Chlorella is a unicellular algae rich in proteins and used as a food supplement even by space travelers. So the algae used as a food supplement for space travelers, it is Chlorella. Okay, and this algae can be further divided into three main classes: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae. Okay, next we are gonna learn in detail of all these topics: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and what Rhodophyceae. And on the basis of classification of algae, three forms, and the first one is on the basis of flagellation, second one pigmentation, and third one reserved food. Okay, reserved food. And the algae can be classified into three: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae. 1 second, please wait. Okay, sorry for the delay. Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae. First, I will explain. After that, we will move on to the NCERT marking. Okay. So the Chlorophyceae are commonly known as what? Green algae. green algae. Okay, please wait. Okay, their plant body maybe they can be found as unicellular, colonial or filamentous. Colonial, colonial. Oh my god. Or filamentous. Okay, so they are usually grass green due to the dominance of pigment chlorophyll. So the pigments present in chlorophyll is very important. The dominant pigments present in chlorophyll, that is the chlorophyll A and B. Very important. Chlorophyll A and B is present in chlorophyll. Chlorophyll A and B. Phyophyll it is A and C. Just note it. I will say at that time too, but now you just note it. Phyophyceae A and C. Rhodophyceae it is A and D. Chlorophyll A and D. Chlorophyll A and C. Chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyll A and D. Okay. So Phyophyceae and Rhodophyceae. So the next point back to Chlorophyceae. Mm, what to say? They show varied structure. Okay, they show varied structure. That is, they may be discoid, plate-like, cup-shaped, reticulate, spiral, or ribbon-shaped. Cup-shaped chloroplast. Okay, they are localized in definite chloroplast, and the cup-shaped chloroplast. Okay, cup-shaped. That is the chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. Okay, stellate-shaped. Stellate-shaped. It is Zygonema. After that, spiral shaped Spirogyra. So this Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra are previous year neat questions, cup shaped and spiral shaped. The network shaped it is Edogonium. Oh my god. Edogonium. Okay. So all these are the different shaped. Then cell wall consists of cell wall of this chlorophyceae consists of cellulose, outer cellulose, and inner galactans. Outer covering is cellulose and inner that galactans. And outer the cellulose, there is one more covering known as pectose. Okay, so galactans, cellulose, and just above the cellulose, we have the pectose. Okay, then reproduction. Reproduction in case of vegetative, that is by fragmentation, asexual reproduction by means of spore formation, and the most common spore is zoospore. Okay, that is zoospores After that, sexual reproduction by means of isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Examples of this chlorophyceae is Khara, that is the monoecious species. Monoecious, monoecious species. Okay. Then ulva, that is the sea lettuce. Sea lettuce. It is known as the sea lettuce. Then Chlamydomonas, Pyrogyra, Volvox. All these are examples of what? All these are examples of chlorophyceae. So the members of chlorophyceae are known as green algae. They may be unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. The dominant pigments are chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. They are definite chloroplast, that is discoid, plate-like, cup-shaped, spiral, or ribbon-shaped. Cup-shaped it is Cup-shaped it is Chlamydomonas, stellate-shaped Zygonium, spiral-shaped Spirogyra, and network-shaped Eudogonium. Okay. Most members have one or more storage bodies called pyrenoids located in the chloroplast. Storage bodies called pyrenoids. They contain proteins beside the starch. Food may be stored in the form of, very important that I forgot to say, reserved food in the form of starch, protein, and oil droplet present in structure called pyrenoids. So the starch Pyrenoids. They contain starch, protein, and oil droplet. All these are the reserved food material. They usually have a rigid cell wall made of an inner layer of cellulose and an outer layer of pectose. And inner to cellulose, there is a layer known as galactans. Okay. Vegetative reproduction by fragmentation, asexual reproduction by means of zoospores. Okay. Sexual reproduction, isogamous, anisogamous, or eugamous. Examples commonly found green algae are Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Ulothrix, Pyrogyra, Chara. Okay. Oh my god. I can't erase this. Very good. Please wait. Okay, fine. Next is Phyophyceae. Phyophyceae, also known as what? Brown algae. Phyophyceae is also known as what? Brown algae. They are found primarily in marine habitats. They show great variation in size and form. They are simple branched filamentous forms, that is ectocarpus, to profusely branched forms by large kelps. Kelps means the giant algae which reach up to a length of 100 meters. They possess chlorophyll, the pigments chlorophyll A and C. Chlorophyll A and C. So rather than this chlorophyll A and C, it contains what? Carotenoid and xanthophylls. Carotenoid and xanthophylls are also present in, oh my god, are also present in the Phyophyceae. Okay. Xanthophylls pigment and fucosandin pigment present in, please wait. Let me erase this, then only I can move on to the next slide. Okay. Food is stored in the form of reserved food material in the form of laminarin starch or mannitol. Laminarin starch or mannitol. I hope you can see this blue color, or I want to change it. Okay. Vegetative cells have a cellulosic cell wall out covered by an outer gelatinous coating called algin. Protoplasm containing, in addition to plastids, a centrally located vacuole and nucleus. The plant body is usually attached to a substratum by it attached to a host by a hold structure called hold fast, and it has a stalk called stipe, the leaf-like photosynthetic organ, the frond. Vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction in both brown algae occurs by biflagellated zoospore that are pear-shaped zoospore to equal and laterally attached flagella, that is known as isocond. Isocond. So the zoospore is 2 to 8 isocond flagellated. 2 to 8 isocond flagellated. Okay, so the holdfast or the hapteron is attached, helps to attach it to the substratum. Frond helps in photosynthesis and it contains the pigments chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, and fucosandin. Okay, stipe is also known as stalk, air bladder that helps in it contains an air bladder that helps in buoyancy. Okay, sexual reproduction by means of isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous. Union of gametes take place within the water or within the oogonium, that is the oogamous species. The gametes are pyriform or the pear-shaped and bear two laterally attached flagella. The common forms are ectocarpus, dictyota, laminaria, sargassum, and fucus. Ectocarpus, dictyota, laminaria, sargassum, and fucus. All these are the common forms. Okay. Then the extra points show size variation, that is ectocarpus shows simple body, large kelps, that is the laminaria, macrocyst, they are known as the giant algae. Okay, cell wall made up of cellulose. Outside the cell wall a gelatinous substance or a hydrocolloid called algin is present. The function of algin is great water holding capacity. Great water holding capacity. Then asexual reproduction by means of zoospore, sexual reproduction, isogamous and oogamous. Okay. Then examples: Dictyota, sargassum, laminaria, macrocyst, fucus. All these are case of Phaeophyceae. Next is Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae are also known as red algae. Red algae because of the predominance of a red pigment. Okay, and that red pigment is phycoerythrin. So R phycoerythrin, that's the red phycoerythrin, gives color, red color to the red algae. Majority of the red algae are found in greater concentration in the warmer areas. Um, they occur in both well-lighted regions close to the surface of water and also at the great depth in the oceans, and relatively a little light penetrates. The red thalli of the red algae are multicellular. Okay, some of them have complex body organization. The food storage, reserved food material, the food storage is in the form of Floridian starch similar to amylopectin and glycogen. If this Floridian starch is similar to amylopectin and glycogen in structure. They reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation. They reproduce asexually by non-motile spores and sexually by non-motile spores. Sorry, sexually by non-motile gamete. Sexual reproduction is oogamous accompanied by complex post-fertilization development. Okay, please wait. Let me clear this. I will come to this later. So, sexual reproduction is oogamous accompanied by complex post-fertilization development. The common members are Polysyphonia, Porphyra, Gracilaria, and Gelidia. All these are the common members. Okay. So next is the division in a chart. Chlorophyceae, also known as green algae, Phaeophyceae, brown algae, Rhodophyceae, red algae. The major pigments chlorophyll A and B in case of Chlorophyceae. Phaeophyceae, chlorophyll A and C, and fucosandin. Rhodophyceae, chlorophyll A and D, and phycoerythrin. Okay, so the food starch, mannitol and laminarian Floridian starch similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Cell wall made of cellulose and algin, cellulose, pectin and polysulfate esters. Okay, flagellar number and position of insertions 2 to 8 equal and apical, 2 unequal and lateral absent. Habitat is freshwater, brackish water and salt water, freshwater, brackish water and salt water, freshwater, some brackish water and mostly in salt water. Okay, and now I'm stopping the class. Before that, I will say something extra. Okay, in the next class, we will continue with bryophyte. Okay, then what to say is the most economically valuable red algae. The most economically valuable red algae is agar, that helps in the production of jellies and ice creams used in the making of jellies and ice creams. And algae are known as the primary producers of energy components. They are used as foodstuffs for space travelers. Chlorella, food for space travelers. Spirulina, that is a single-celled protein or SCP. Spirulina, that is an SCP, that is a single-celled protein. Then rich source of fucus and laminaria, rich source of iodine. Fucus and laminaria are rich source of iodine. Okay, they consume more amount of carbon dioxide. All these are the economic importance of algae. Okay. So thus we are ending today's session. Next class we will continue with bryophyte. After that, pteridophyte, and thus we will come to the end form. This cryptogamy. After that, we have gymnosperms more and angiosperms. We have a certain what chapter to learn in case of angiosperms. So we will take angiosperms in that chapter, and gymnosperms will also be completed. So this pteridophyte and bryophytes will be included in a single session. Okay, it will be included in a single session, and gymnosperm separate session, and that will be the end for this chapter, planking them. And if you like this video, please do not forget to hit the like button. Do share it with your friends. Okay, do share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel by point stream the world of bio. Okay, then bye bye. I'm signing out from this. Please wait, please wait. Okay then guys, let me leave. And that's the end for today. Bye bye. All of you must watch the recorded session. Okay, I hope none was there in the session. Some ended and some left. So all should watch the recorder session. Okay. Bye.